You know, it's strange. I finished Pokemon Tower last visit, sans the top floor, and I defeated all the channelers. But I don't feel right.
Wait. Oh no. A presence. I've been possessed by a ghastly. No! No!
Oh, never mind, it was nothing. Hello, and welcome to our next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Blue. When we last left off, I had indeed just finished Ghost Tower, and now I'm doing battle with a woman and her many Clefairies. Well, her 2 Clefairies. And my dear old Pixon, he is worth more than any Clefairy will ever be. Which is why I'm going to spare his life, because poor old Pixon, he does not deserve the torment of death. And so Forensic shall finish this little pink fluff ball off. Won't you, little Forensic? Do it now! Do it now, Forensic! Good, Forensic did it. I have defeated Glass, and all she has to say for herself is, "Stop! Don't be so mean to my Clefairy!" And my Meowth got me more money than the actual battle. That is the power of Meowth. And this fellow, well, he is just a ramblin', gamblin' dude. Interestingly, in later generations, or rather in Fire Red and Leaf Green, the Generation 3 remakes of this game, the Gambler class was replaced with the Gamer class, because gambling is bad for children. And so, when you fight this man, he does indeed say, "I'm a rambling, gaming dude," which makes very little sense. So he has a Growlithe and a Vulpix, which implies to me he's either got a friend he's trading with, or he's cheating. Either way, the combined force of these 2 fiery little fluffballs was enough to end Pixon's consciousness. Missed the big score! And I got much money for that, I'm very pleased with that. So off I go. I will not battle this trainer. I see a shrubbery, and we must defeat this shrubbery. Go, Bobbins, attack! It's super effective. And so, as you know, in this route, the one new Pokemon that could be caught is Vulpix. So let's have a look for him, my dear sweet Vulpix. Ah, there's one. That was wonderfully easy, wasn't it now? Pixon, attack. Damn it. Pixon, attack this new Vulpix. Okay. Now let us capture him with little incident. Oh, it appeared to be caught, and now he's whipping us with his tail. Pokeball go. Alright, Vulpix was caught, which means we get to learn about him everything we could ever hope to know. Vulpix, fox. At the time of birth, it has just one tail. The tail splits from its tip as it grows older. Well, that's lovely. I hope that doesn't hurt. So, what name is befitting of a small, graceful fox that will eventually evolve into a huge, grateful kitsune? It is, of course, Scruffy. Because I'm a troll, herby herb. Now, for those of you who don't know what a kitsune is... I'm sure I've already caught a Vulpix. Methinks I put this footage in the wrong order. Yep, there you go, that's a failed attempt at capturing a Vulpix right there. So... after we've done the time warp, it's time to continue. We must look silly standing here like this. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, a kitsune. In Japanese mythology, a kitsune is a ghostly, fox-like creature with many tails, just as Ninetales is. And though it's quite downplayed at the minute, in later generations, Vulpix and Ninetales would come to get quite a few more ghost moves to fit in with their sort of ghostly mythology. And Ninetales herself is a bit of a badass. It claims in the Pokédex, or at least in one of the Pokédexes anyway, that if you ever do anything to piss off a Ninetales, and obviously they don't use the word piss off, but if you do anything to piss off a Ninetales, she will hold a grudge against you for several hundred years, and that grudge will carry on to your children, and your children's children, and your children's children's children. Which implies to me that Ninetales live for a very long time, which I'm perfectly okay with. So Pixen did pretty well at annihilating all of those, but of course that stupid little Marty Stew Pikachu had to go and finish him off. And yeah, I'm gonna send a flying type against Pikachu. Why the hell not? Fuck you, Pikachu. And so the lass has been defeated. Look what you did! I'll tell you what I did. I defeated you and I loved it. And oops, my recording is not going well this episode, is it, my friends? I have accidentally aggroed that black-haired boy we didn't attack before, and he says you need strategy to win this. Strategy! And he has sent out a Grimer. So let's see what his strategy will be. We'll use pound. 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 That strategy did not work. But, ooh, here's a strategy that might work. Unleashing a Pokémon that's far more powerful than it should be at this particular level. A level 22 Muck, this man is cheating. And again, that's a rather good Gen 1 sprite. It looks very similar to how it will do in later gens, and like some other Pokémon that just look plain weird. So, alas, it looks like this Muck... Oh, no, Pixen gets the points, he gets the level. And now he can die with honour. Down he goes. Who will finish the job? Why, of course, it'll have to be Forensic, who's level 24 and still does not have a flying type move. Now level 25 and still does not have a flying type move. It's not logical! Indeed, it's not. He's a flying type. Where are the damn... pardon me. Where are the damn flying type moves? Meowth is so cute. Meow, meow, meow. I suspect, ladies and gentlemen, that this woman will have at least one Meowth. So she sends out Meowth, and I send out Meowth. Whose Meowth is the superior Meowth? Of course, it's my Meowth. Meow, Meowth. Meow, 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 meow. My Meowth is defeating 2 of her Meowths. My Meowth is worth 2 of your Meowth. This is a surprisingly tongue-twistery thing. So, my Meowth is worth 3 of her Meowths. Perhaps even more. We will never know, will we? The point is that Pixen is amazing. School is fun, but so are Pokémon. And you, my friend, you have the right attitude towards life. School is... Actually, no, that bit's wrong. Sometimes. School's fun when you have Pokémon, and you're playing it under the desk. So, this coughing with his crazy head, skull and crossbones that he will never have ever again has defeated Pixen. And so, yet again, Forensic will pick up the crap, pick up the scrap. There you go. You have words. Use them properly. So, what's going on now? Oh yes, I'm showing you who I have replaced Nancy with. 'Tis Herbert, a matchup who took fecking ages to train, let me tell you. Ooh, and I will clear up a mistake I made in a previous video. I said that in Generation 1 it would appear that Fighting type is weak against Rock type instead of stronger. In fact, Fighting type is still strong against Rock type, it's just that Karate Chop in Generation 1 is a normal type move instead of a Fighting type move, and I never noticed. It's the Gust conundrum all over again. It's normal instead of fighting. We don't know why. Whoops, down with the volume there. So, yeah, it's a mystery. So off I go now to chat. No, I'm not chatting, I'm peeking. Underground Path, Celadon City, Lavender Town. Celadon City, of course, home of the next gym. The Grass-type gym led by Erica. Alright, let's roll the dice. I don't know why I have the gentleman voice when I'm a gambler, but I haven't really solidified a gambler's voice yet, so perhaps I do talk like this. I do look very theatrical. Yes. Face my Poliwag, child, face it. Your Meowth is no match for my tadpole. Oh no, you destroyed him. Well, it's okay, I have another Poliwag. What are you going to do about that, motherfucker? Oh no, you defeated it. Well, I have a Poliwhirl. He looks crazy in Generation 1, but I happen to know for a fact that he was one of your favourite Pokémon as a child. In fact, you leveled one all the way to level 100 without cheats. Is that true, child? Did you do that? Why, yes, Gambler, I did. Well, fantastic. It's just a shame that you've won the battle. I don't know what happened there. Drat came up short. Yes, this is the Gambler voice from now on. Ho ho ho. So anyway. Oh no! You look good at Pokémon. But how's your chem? Actually. You look good at Pokemon, but how's your... No, that doesn't work either. What should the super nerd's voice be? You look good at Pokemon... No. I don't know. He'll have my voice. Let's face it, I'm a super nerd. So, you look good at Pokemon, but how's your chem? Anyway, have I just won the battle? No, he has many to go. He has a coughing. I am the super nerd talking now, and I am sending out my coffin. Oh no, are you super nerd? That's horrible. My payday will just annihilate your entire team, though, because... payday. Magnemite, oh, how wonderful it is for you to not be Steel-type yet. Ow, meltdown. No, he's got my voice, hasn't he? Ow, meltdown. So, now that that is done with... Herbert can go to the front. Huzzah, Mr. Herbert. Herbert, Herbert, your name is Herbert. And of course, I know I won't be allowed to go through here, but I have to check because I'm a naughty little boy. So, I have failed because the guard is thirsty, and he has decided to close the road for that reason alone. The department store in Celadon has a great selection. And here we go, another underground tunnel. And I'm afraid I am going to have to inflict something horrible on you, but this just seemed to be going on for a long time, and there was really no way around it, was there? I'm terribly sorry for this. It's over, guys. You can breathe a sigh of relief. The music has ended. I don't know what he just said, because I'm still reeling from the bicycle incident. So, nothing here. You wouldn't happen to be thirsty, would you? Oh, yes. Hopefully I will eventually get enough tea to satisfy all of these guards. Now, this is Route 7. As far as I know, there's nothing new on Route 7, so off we go. Ooh, nearly stepped into the grass, but decided against it. Ha 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 ha. And yes, that was the end of Route 7. Quite a short route it was. Keep out of Team Rocket's way, you little bitch. If I had a bike, I would go to Cycling Road. Pokeflute awakens Pokemon with a sound that only they can hear. I rode uphill from Cycling Road from Fuchsia. And, yes. That's good. Good for you. Good for all of you. Welcome to our Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. That's, Nurse Joy's voice. If you ever watch the anime, you will remember her sounding exactly like that. So this is Celadon City, and, spoiler alert, you may want to skip this video in a sort of bored rage, because the entirety of this video is me exploring this fecking massive city. Moan, I blew it all on the slots. I knew I should have cashed in my coins for prizes. Yeah, prizes. What are you staring at? For some reason the Team Rocket have gone from being an Italian mafia to a Russian mafia. Probably because I can't do an Italian voice. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me. I'm going straight. I won't be needing this here more. Here more? I can't even talk, I'm so poor. Okay, so. Munch. The man at the table lost it all at the slots. Lolololol. My Pokemon are weak, so I often have to go to the drugstore. Hey, we're taking a break now. And that's true, they are. They're going to stand at the counter, but refuse to serve you. That's how they take breaks. They're such bitches. So, he was being a bit obvious there. Chief! We just shipped 2,000 Pokemon as slot prizes. Now, to me, that sounds rather... The slot's just reeling the dough big time. That almost sounds legitimate, unless the Pokemon they're giving as prizes have been stolen. But if they haven't been stolen, then this seems perfectly fine to me. But, okay, it's Team Rocket, they probably have been stolen. Though, do we actually get any reports of Team Rocket stealing Pokemon in this Generation 1 game? They try to do it all the time in the anime, I know, but in the game, they don't seem to get up to much stealing. They just kill a Marowak. And that's about it. So, yep, pervy old bloke in the window there. And who can blame him? The women in the Pokemon universe are just so alluring, with their all being 10 years old, and thinner than most twigs, and having giant, soulless eyes, and a nose that whenever they look to the side seems to extend across the entirety of their face leading to their chin. Why did she bring her brother? Now that is a question you must ask. Why did she bring her brother? Poor old you. Hang on a moment, I can hear noise and it has aroused my curiosity. Okay, I'm back. I have just discovered a PP up in that suspicious alcove of trees there. And so it's time to cut our way back into the huge, huge, huge Celadon City. Pretty much all the trainer tips in this town advise you to go to their shop, but let's have a look at the amazing prizes. I sure do fancy that Porygon, but I started to choke on my own spit. I had a major haul today. So, yes. I forgot to actually look at the prices there because I didn't realise that those 3 windows at the back are where you find them. But I'm sure I'll discover that later on. You don't have any coins. You don't have any coins. You don't have any coins. Hey, what? You're throwing me off. Here are some coins. Shoo! I have received coins. But I don't want to play. Not yet. What's up? Want some coins? Well, wasn't he generous? I admire this man's generositude. Games are scary. It's so easy to get hooked. Hey! Listen! She uses grass types. Don't be fooled by the fact that she is just little woman. She will still destroy you. I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. And so, suddenly a battle appears. A rocket grunt who is guarding this poster, which sort of defeats the point of there being a poster. But it's okay. I have my low kick ready and waiting, which misses. Eradicate is a fool. And Herbert is not. But he's so confused and manages to knock himself out. What a fool! What a fool. Bobbins will finish this off. I get a feeling if we're about to battle a load of rockets, Bobbins is not going to get much action. They usually have poison types, which Bobbins can do little against except cut. And he has the same magical teleporting powers as Gary Oak. I think if he could do that, he'd choose a more whimsical line of work. So, $1,000 for 50 coins. So your entire purpose is to tell people to go next door? What a terrible job. Kid, do you want to play? Yes, I do. I think these machines have different odds. She's right, they do, which is what makes this particular gambling game so frustrating to play. Let's see, ooh, am I going to look at the prizes this time around? Yes, I am. So, a Pinsir for 2,500, Dratini for 4,600, and a Porygon for 6,500. I don't know if I'm going to go for those yet, because the gambling game in this game is horrible. Basically, you get some slot machines. Some of them have a chance to have a winning streak, whereas the others have a win chance of 1 out of 10. You have to find the ones that have the winning streak, and then once you've run them out, go looking for other machines. It can take upwards of your entire life to get enough coins to actually buy something. The preferred method for getting those Pokemon is just to come back and buy the coins when you're supremely rich, say post Elite Four or something. But then, of course, I'm honour bound to at least get that Dratini as quickly as possible, because it needs training into a Dragonair and then a Dragonite. So I'm not sure what to do just yet. I am one of the very, very, very small minority of people who actually prefer the Voltorb flip that showed up in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because, see, these gambling games truly are down to chance, and chance is boring, especially when you're just trying to grind enough coins to buy a Pokémon, but if it's a game that actually involves skill. Anyway, I'm talking to the game designers. Ooh, I'm the game designer. Filling up your Pokédex is tough, but don't quit. When you finish, come and tell me. Me? I'm the programmer. You did a horrible job, my friend. I wrote the story. Isn't Erica cute? I like Misty a lot too. Oh, and Sabrina, I like her. So, he wrote the Pokémon Blue and Red story. Way to go him, and he's just, I don't know, there's a specific word. For some reason, in Japan, paedophilia isn't particularly looked down upon. It's called Lolita, or something like that. They have a word for it. But, yeah, they like their kids over there. Potential racist comment, please disregard if what I've said is completely untrue, but I do believe that child fetishes are rather common down there, or up there, or over there, whichever direction it is. So, I know what you're thinking. Why aren't you getting Eevee? Because we all know Eevee's in this town, and I know Eevee's in this town, however, I don't know where. And spoiler alert, I do not find her in this video, but I will find her in the next one, surely, because I need my Eevee, because I am hankering for a Jolteon. Jolteon will make a fine permanent member to my team, I believe, because she learns Thunderbolt and Double Kick and Pin Missile, which is like the only good bug move in the game. So that will be a brilliant way to take out Psychic types and the like. Anyway, I'm exploring the shop now. Floor 2 is just your basic sort of Pokemart floor, which is all good. Anyway, I hadn't finished the thought I was making many years ago. Whew, I don't know what all these TMs are, it doesn't tell you. Anyway, the point is, Voltorb Flip, I prefer it because you can actually learn how to play that game and could win every time and get lots of coins. And indeed, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, or rather in Soul Silver, as that's the only one I own, I managed to get all the Pokemon that you could buy through coins, and that's the only time I've ever been able to do that on any of the games. Particularly difficult in Pokemon Platinum, because that was when they really started to have a problem with gambling in this side of the country anyway. I mean, in this side of the world. It was still allowed in Japan, so they still had the gambling minigame there, but in Europe and America, the game corner was still there, but you couldn't use the machines or buy coins. So the only way to get the prize Pokemon from those coins was to pick up the caches of 10 and 20 coins that periodically showed up in the machines. You probably had to grind that for literally months before you got anything decent. So, I'm just selling some stuff because the bag space is so limited, so very limited. I'm starting to get rather rich, I'm pleased with that. Who knows, maybe I can just buy my way to a Dratini. Wouldn't that be lovely? And this bloke gives me a TM18, which contains the move Counter, which will absolutely not help at all. Also, what's going on with his character? Hi, I've just finished Pokémon. Does that mean he's a Pokémon master, or is he playing the Pokémon computer game? And if he is playing the Pokémon computer game, a game within a game, then why does giving me an actual TM help? Come on, Graveler. I love Graveler. I collect them. Huh? Graveler turned into a different Pokémon. Now surely, if you collect Graveler, you'd have known that was going to happen. Because, yes. I know everyone knows this, but for the sake of filling seconds, I will rattle it off. In a godlike voice, to boot.
Kadabra, Machoke, Graveler, and Hauntar, when traded, evolve into powerful forms.
Alas, I will not be able to get those because I'm just playing a ROM, there's no one to trade with, etc, etc, etc. So, yes, it's time to buy various stones, because I've got plenty of Pokemon in my PC who could benefit from them. Now, Generation 1 is the only generation that's kind enough to have the stones just for sale. In the next generations, all stones are like moonstones, you have to find them, and as always, there won't be enough of them to evolve everything. It's so hideous. Actually, I can't speak for every generation, but I suppose in Heart Gold and Soul Silver at least, you could buy stones using the points you got from that Pokemon Olympics thing, which they were cool little mini-games, I enjoyed those. But yes, certainly a lot more convoluted and complicated than simply buying them at a shop. So I don't want any of those things, but I'm looking at them just for the sake of it. I'm here for Pokemon ability enhancers. Protein increases attack, iron increases defense. What is going on with my voice? And so this is the roof, of course with the limited graphics you can't really see the splendour of the sky. Herp derpa. I'm thirsty, I want something to drink. Yes. What a bitch! See what she did? She just blocked me. Now these vending machines, I do believe, are the single most cost-effective health restoring items in the game, so I've just bought a couple. I cut out the recording of me buying a load more, because certainly I will be using those. What will I be using those for? I will be using those between Elite Four matches for sure, because since I don't grind, I only battle against trainers, I imagine the Elite Four is going to be absolutely brutal. I remember it being brutal as a child, but then as a child I also lost to Gary Oak on the St. Anne, so maybe somehow, some way I'm just doing better this time round and the Elite Four will be easy. We'll soon find out. So there's the second Snorlax in the game. He is blocking the way to, I think, the Cycler's Road or something like that. So I'll slice down this tree and see what there is to be had. What route are we on? 16. I can't remember if there's anything on Route 16. No, there is not. If there was, I would have gone looking for it. But there was not, so I did not. I'm surprised how much I've had to talk about in the past 15 or so minutes, given that we haven't done any battles or really achieved anything whatsoever. But what am I doing? What am I doing? What is my plan? I guess I'm going to take on Team Rocket, but of course I'm not going to take on Team Rocket's secret hideout yet. I'm going to save that for the next video. So for now, super special secret bonus footage. I have some Pokemon to evolve with my many stones. So, what? Scruffy is evolving. Scruffy evolved into Ninetales. What? Marty Stew is evolving? Haha, yes, Pikachu. You will now be a Raichu who is not revered like Pikachu. Stupid Pikachu being revered by everyone for no reason. You're now just a common electric rat like you are always meant to be. And of course, Colonel, who you did not see evolve into a Weeping Bell, will now be evolving into Victory Bell. And that is today's episode. I hope you loved it, and if you're hankering for action, I imagine there'll be quite a lot in the next as we take on the Rocket Base. Until then, goodbye, and good eat.